Good morning. I'm John Ellsworth with Success Strategies. I'm the founder of Success Strategies Incorporated and the creator of the Success Strategies Advantage. And I want to thank you for tuning in today. I just want to talk to you about something that I've entitled, What's the Best Ratio? Now, in the January 31 issue of the Daily Dairy Report, and that's a publication I think is fabulous. I think they do a great job. Good information daily, as implied by the name of it, of course. But one of their headlines on January 31 was that heifer supplies shrink. Now, they go on to tell that during the last 10 years, the culling, especially the last 5 years, has been heavier than ever. The culling of cows throughout the U.S. dairy herd. And they said, but the U.S. dairy herd still increased. How could that possibly happen? And the answer is that we have had a large heifer inventory in this country. For some folks, I find this interesting, not just because we had it, but for some folks, it's been for expansion. But for others, I hear people tell me this all the time. They say, they treat it almost like a security blanket. They say, John, if I ever need cash, why, I just sell 10 of these animals and I can generate some cash. Well, that's nice. When it costs you $1,200 to raise them to 2 years, and you can sell them for $1,800 or even $2,000, even $1,500, that's fabulous. But now that it's maybe costing $1,300 to raise them to 2 years, and you could recently market them for $1,100 to $1,200, that's not such a great plan. In fact, that's one of those where you can't make it up on volume because it just doesn't make sense. So I think to myself, and have suggested this to some producers, do you need some cash? How about if you fed less heifers? How about if you spent less money on feed? Wouldn't your cash reserves actually build over time? I would certainly think so, comparatively speaking. Ultimately, it comes down to how many do you need? And I'm going to give you my favorite politician answer here by saying it all depends. Okay, so you come back and you say, depends on what? Well, it depends on a couple things, several factors actually. Number one, are you expanding your operation? And there can be multiple reasons or just several different reasons for this. Maybe you want to increase the efficiency of your operation. Maybe your milk barn or your free stalls are not full, and so you want to maximize the efficiency of your operation, which I highly advocate, and I've been talking about this the last probably several years. I think that's a good thing. Or maybe you have a son or daughter who are coming home from college in the spring, or have already come home, and you need to be thinking about, if we're going to have two families living off this operation, we need to perhaps expand somewhat. And totally understand that. And those are good reasons to expand, both of them. But if you have, for example, a 40% annual cull rate, and you're getting your 2-year-olds in it by 24 months or sooner, I think that's why they call them 2-year-olds, because they're 24 months. But anyway, not to sound sarcastic, but I've seen some operations where they are quite a bit older than 24 months. But I would have to ask you, if your cull rate is 40%, you're getting them in at 2 years, do you really need more than 80% heifers to cows? Well, here's a counter to that. I've heard this one many times. Well, we've had some big losses in the past, and we need to have a cushion there, John. And I'm okay with that. So keep 90%. But only under these circumstances. I want you to take time to figure out why those big losses happened to begin with, and then take it one step beyond that and fix or correct that problem. You will be better served than trying to just keep excess animals to overcome a potential downfall or shortfall in the future. And the last few years, I might add, you've actually been able to buy extra animals cheaper than you could raise them, probably. So again, as I said before, there are only 2 reasons to keep extra heifers. Number one, expansion for increased efficiencies, or as I said, if you're now going to have 2 families on your operation, or 3 compared to having 2 in the past, that's all the more reason to expand. The other valid reason to have any extra, and I call them extra heifers, is if you're on a regular sales program, perhaps even monthly, of fresh 2-year-olds or springers, if you have a regular sales program going where you're marketing these every month, sometimes you'll make more, sometimes you'll make less. Once in a while, like in the last year or so, you might actually lose a little bit of money. I understand that. That works for some people if their costs are low enough. But I want to emphasize regular sales program, not I sold 22-year-olds in the last 3 years one time or something like that. That's not what I call consistent or regular program. So what to do? As with any challenge that we face in this business, I think there are 4 major steps. Number 1, review your current situation and compare it with your objectives, your business goals. Is what you're doing today taking you toward those goals? If not, I think that takes you to step number 2. If not, what must change? What has to be different for you? And I would encourage you to really give this some thought. This is a nice off-site thinking process, like maybe at Starbucks or something like that, where you can get away from distractions. Number 3, take a look and review all the potential options. And you all have options. I hear occasionally, oh, I don't have any options. Yes, you do. You'll always, always, always have options to consider. And I would encourage you to do so. And then number 4, pick the best option. And then do what I always say. Plan your work and work your plan. Again, I will repeat. Plan your work and work your plan. That's what future success in this business is going to take. It's going to take a lot of fine-tuning. And with that in mind, I would suggest that you go, if you have time, please go to our website, which is right above my head, so you can't miss it. Go to the Success Strategies website, check out our new Business Navigator program. We're going to talk about things in this program that, examples are things that I've talked about for the last 2-3 years on these blogs and videos that I put out twice a month. We're going to talk about financial analysis issues. We're going to talk about banking. We're going to talk about strategy, some milk marketing, possibly some estate planning if we have some outside speakers. You will see a sample video in the near future, and probably by the time you see this video, it's probably already there, for you to watch at successstrategies.com. And it'll just be kind of a sample of the type of presentations that I'll be doing for you in that program, which I hope will be very helpful, and I believe they can be very beneficial to you in your operation. So I'd like to invite you to watch it, and I have some good news for you. The program that you would be signing up for is not free, but it's not unreasonably priced. However, this first video, you're going to love the price on it. It's totally free, and I would encourage you to just listen to it and take the tools that are in that video and use them, because they're great tools that I use with clients all the time, and I think it takes you through a process that could be very beneficial to your operation. I want to thank you for listening today. I'm John Ellsworth with Success Strategies. I'm the founder of Success Strategies Incorporated and the creator of the Success Strategies Advantage, and now the creator and developer of the new Business Navigator program, and I want to thank you for tuning in. Please check it out. I'll look forward to working with you. Thank you.